Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're unraveling the mysteries of Type 1 and Type 2 errors, two terms that might sound a bit technical, but they're actually part of our daily decision-making. Let's make it relatable. Let's first talk about a tale of Type 1 error. Once upon a steaming cup of day, our coffee enthusiasts strolled into a cozy coffee spot. With a sparkle in their eyes, they ordered a cappuccino, eagerly anticipating the rich, frothy delight. As time danced by, a waiter arrived with a coffee cup in hand, blissfully unaware of the brewing mix-up. The receipt declared cappuccino, but the cup cradled a latte. Our coffee aficionado, eager for the anticipated cappuccino bliss, took a sip only to discover the unexpected flavor. Dissatisfaction brewed as the realization set in. In this coffee tale, the eager wait turned into a waiting game, thanks to a Type 1 error. Like a twist in the story, a false positive emerged. The receipt indicated cappuccino, the positive, but the reality was a latte, the false. As we conclude our story, think of Type 1 error as a surprise in statistics. Just like getting a different coffee than expected, these errors remind us that in data analysis, things might not always go as planned. It's a lesson in being prepared for the unexpected in the world of numbers. Now let me tell you a Type 2 error tale. Once upon a quiet day in the library, a diligent librarian inspected a stack of approved books, ensuring they were fit for eager readers. Unbeknownst to her, one book harbored a hidden flaw, a torn page that escaped her notice. After some time, the librarian, with good intentions, handed out 2 or 3 books from the approved stack, including the damaged one. Unfortunately, the torn book went unnoticed again as it found its way into the hands of unsuspecting students. As the shocked student discovered the torn page, they returned the damaged book to the librarian, whose face reflected a mix of surprise and concern. The librarian, now aware of the oversight, set the damaged book aside and reached for a notepad or computer, diligently making a note of the torn page for future action. In our library tale, this oversight unveils itself as a Type 2 error, a false negative. The librarian, in her pursuit of approving only flawless books, inadvertently allowed a torn page to go unnoticed. Much like a false negative in statistics, where a real issue escapes detection, our librarian's unintentional oversight becomes a poignant reminder. It underscores the significance of attentiveness and diligence, whether in libraries or statistics, to prevent overlooking crucial details and ensure a smoother, error-free experience. In the first tale, imagine craving a cappuccino, but receiving a latte instead, a mix-up that brings a momentary letdown, much like what statisticians call a Type 1 error. It's akin to expecting one thing and getting another, a mix-up surprise that mirrors the false positive nature of Type 1 errors. Now, in the second story, consider a diligent librarian missing a torn page in a book, only for a student to discover it later, a hiccup that affects the student's reading and possibly leaves the librarian feeling a bit off. This hiccup, resembling a Type 2 error, showcases a situation where something important goes unnoticed, like a hiccup discovery, representing the false negative aspect of Type 2 errors. Both tales underscore the idea that mistakes, whether in coffee orders or library inspections, can happen, introducing unexpected twists and demonstrating the nuances of Type 1 and Type 2 errors in our daily adventures. Imagine eagerly opening a package, only to find an entirely different item inside, a scenario reflecting the unexpected nature of Type 1 errors in our daily experiences. This mix-up can happen when we anticipate one thing but receive another, briefly disrupting our expectations. On a different note, relying on GPS directions for a seamless journey can take a wrong turn, causing confusion and unexpected detours. a representation of how Type 2 errors subtly affect our paths. Beyond our tales, these instances emphasize how errors, both in anticipation and navigation, can shape the twists and turns of our everyday lives. Thanks for joining us today to decode Type 1 and Type 2 errors with relatable examples. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Stay tuned for more engaging content. Until next time, keep learning and stay curious.